A lot of people, you know, I tell them, oh, I got to cut, you know, 8, 10 pounds. You know, they don't think it's that big of a deal. But when you're smaller, you don't really have much to lose. So, you know, it takes a toll on you. But, you know, it's a sacrifice that comes with the game. And, you know, it's a part of it. And I never missed weight ever. And I never plan on it either. Always be on weight. You know, I always try to be the hardest worker in the room every time that I step in any gym. My coach always instilled that into me. He's like, you should be the first one to show up and the last one to leave. You know, this game, you can't cut no corners because it'll always show. And I just wake up every day and try to give it my all. And, you know, the work will show. The hard work pays off.
My name is Perez. You know, I'm born in Oakland, grew up a little bit in Richmond, and I still live in Brentwood now, reside in Brentwood, and I came out of CYC for about 10 years, trained there, and you know, right now I'm at Lions Den, you know, chasing the dream.
You know, they're both really good guys. I mean, genuine in the heart. They train hard. They're disciplined. You know, you get a lot of guys that come around the gym, and you know, and everybody wants to be a fighter. But then when you start watching them train and the day in, day out stuff, you see who the serious ones are. And you know, and over the years, I've been around a lot of good fighters, Carl and I, and you know, these two, they really stick out. I think they got a lot of potential, not only in the amateur game, but in the pro game. And you know, and I think that these guys could take their fight game a long ways. I mean, to the high level. You know, the only thing that's going to hold these two back is going to be them. That's what's going to hold them back.
I started late a little bit in boxing. I started at about the age of 19. I was kind of getting in trouble fighting on the streets and stuff, and I always just had a passion for fighting. And I decided to chase my dreams and sign up to the boxing gym and just kind of go for it. You know, I always had a passion for fighting, and I wanted to make a lifestyle out of it, and I'm on my way.
Golden Glove, state champion, went 4-0, fought some tough opponents. Man, he came out on top, man. I feel good. Man, it's, you know, it's exactly what you would think, man. It feels great. You know, I know the work ain't over, man. I'm looking forward to nationals, you know, and I really just want to fight the best in the country, man, the best in the world, really. Like, that's, you know, I feel like it's every, you know, fighter's dream.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, Marco had really two really tough fights last week to get into the state championship finals for the regionals. He got through both of those guys, had two really tough opponents, and then this last weekend when he won the state championship Golden Gloves, he had a guy named Samuel Contreras from LA who was a real tough opponent, his first fight on Saturday. And then Marco, you know, just out-hustled him, better shape, pulled it out, you know, and then for the finals on Sunday, he fought a really tough guy. He was come forward kind of guy, and I told Marco, just box, use your jab and move. And by the second round, you know, this guy was taking a lot of shots and absorbing a lot of punishment. And I just didn't think that he was going to make it through the fight. We went into the third round. He got 2 standing 8 counts, and he was they were just about ready to stop the fight. But you know, he had 4 really tough fights to get to the state championships, and I just think he did a great job.
Yeah, you will fight a taller guy. Yeah, it was a good run. Talking about Marco Perez. I'm assisting with Dave in the corner, but he turned it up. Beat 4 opponents in 2 weeks. You know, he had to fight. He was in shape, and he dominated. There was no doubt about the decision. So that's what you like to see. You listen well, and it was a good team. And now you're going over to Philadelphia, and hope we keep it going there.
Yeah, that's right. My father-in-law, Dave Burns, he's my coach.
My daughter first started dating Mike. They came around, and he was kind of doing some boxings, just getting into it. And so we got to talking. He found out that I used to fight, and he kind of had a guy that was kind of hot and cold with him a little bit. I mean, probably wasn't giving him everything he needed is probably what was going on, you know. And I told Mike, you know, he says, well, I heard you used to fight. And I said, yeah. And I said, well, I'm just one of those kind of loyal guys. I said, hey, before I would even ever think about training you or doing anything with you, you have to go talk to your coach and let him know what you want to do here. If you're going to move in a different direction, you got to be a man about it and go talk to him. And so he had went over and said that, you know, he wanted to have me start working with him, and then he came my way, and I had him ever since. I mean,
I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for him. You know, he's been real hard on me, making sure I'm staying disciplined, and from sparring to running to everything, he's always gave me that push, and I wouldn't be here if I wasn't for him. So I want to say thank you and appreciate him for everything that he does for me.
I had him from his first amateur fights. He's got about 25 now. And he's just been growing. He's not only growing as a fighter, but growing as a man. He's a good man, God-fearing man. He's just a great guy. He's a great husband. He's quiet. Everybody likes him. I just love the guy to death, man. You know, I think he's got a bright future in boxing. I think he's not only going to do some damage in the amateur scene, but I think he'll do really good in the pro scene too. I just think he has what it takes.
It's a good question. You know, I feel like boxing's a lot like life, you know, everything that, you know, since I've been doing it for this long, I feel like, you know, what you put in is what you get out of it, man. It's taught me so many life lessons, and, you know, it's humbling. I feel like, you know, really I want to definitely be a world champion, man. That's really my end goal. I want to be, you know, the best of the best, and, you know, the best in the world, and be able to, you know, people can be able to talk to me after I die, talk about me after I die. You know, they say, you know, you die 2 times in your life, right? The moment you take your last breath, and the last time a person says your name. So that's, you know, that's where I'm at, man. And I want to be able to give to my family what, you know, what I can't now. So that's those 2 main things. You know, I got Dave Burns and Carl right here, man. You know, they've been helping me a lot, like along the way, man, and they helped me achieve this, you know, Golden Glove title, you know, for California. And man, you know, these are great guys, and the most important thing is having good people in your corner. And it's been a long time since I've had that, so you know, we're keeping the ball rolling and we're still going. You know, because I'm a Bay Area boy, and I'm trying to bring Bay Area boxing back to the Bay, and you know, and I fight for the glory. I don't fight for just the money. I mean, I know that kind of comes with it along the way, but really, I fight because I love it, and I love what I do, and I feel like, you know, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. So
my goal is to obviously, you know, to be a world champion. That's always been a dream of mine. And I just want to be remembered, you know, for being a great fighter. And not only that, but being a great person, being a good role model to the kids, letting everybody know, like, what God did for my life, and put me on this path so I can reach people through that and give him the glory in that. So, but really just, you know, just be remembered for a good person, and just a fighter that always went out there and gave it his all. What I want from this sport is just to give it my all, and be able to look back and when I'm done and see my accomplishments and know that I gave it my all, and whatever heights that is, and just, you know, like I said, give glory to God for giving me this platform.